Hey guys, this is Callum from EnglishShooting and I'm here at Blue Fieldsports, who are the sole retailer for the Walther PPQ in Hampshire. The Walther PPQ, obviously made by Walther and bought into the UK by Oceana Defence. You probably would have seen the little video that I did recently of the PPQ just to give a first look and to sort of get the word out that there was another long barrel pistol, and since that video I've been dying to get my hands on one. I had a little bit of a play at the Great British Shooting Show, but this is the first time that I've properly been able to manipulate the gun, get it in my hands, get my sort of sight picture and have a real good feel. I still haven't shot it, although I'm hoping to change that. My first impressions are it's a very, very nice gun to handle. It's very light, very, very pointable. The grip is very ergonomic. You've got a lovely texturing to it. It just feels so, so nice. All of the buttons, all of the releases are really easy to locate. I do struggle, having smaller hands, to manipulate all of the controls on pistols. Sometimes everything's just perfectly in reach for me. Now, I'm not going to make this into a full review or full technical breakdown of the gun. I want to shoot it before I do that first. But all you really need to know is that it's a Walther PPQ. Unlike some other long barrel pistols out there, this isn't heavily modified, it isn't played around with. The internals, the central part here and the internals are exactly the same as what the Section 5 .22 long rifle would be, with the short barrel and without the rod. The only differences between this and the Section 5 is the 300mm barrel and the rod. And interestingly, with the rod, they haven't even had to modify the internals of the gun to fit the rod. It is glued into a slot that pre-exists within the grip. So there's no changes to the frame, there's no changes to the grip. It just slots straight in there, and there's no playing around. And of course, Walther, they know how to make firearms, they know how to make very reliable firearms, and because you're not playing around with the internals, because you're not playing around with the function of the gun, you're going to get that same reliability. Again, the only difference, it's got a 300mm barrel and it's got the rod. This comes from the factory as a Section 1 from Walther. They don't swap out the barrel. Walther put the barrel inside, making it fully UK legal, which is great. We get another long barrel pistol, another pistol for us to choose from. I know a lot of Americans will be looking at this going, that's not a pistol. Well, it is to us, and it's great to have another option. I'm really, really looking forward to getting down the range with this and putting it through its paces, running a whole selection of ammunition through it. I know reliability is key for people that are going to be buying these. They're going to be using them as competition guns. They're going to be using them in sort of high stress timed scenarios. You don't want to be seeing the reliability issues that we've seen on other guns. So I'm going to fully test it, fully put it through its paces. My only slight niggle at the moment with it is the magazine. Now, after playing around with it for a little bit, I've gotten the knack with it. It feels, I've been able to get fairly slick sort of mag changes with it, but it is a little thin. They are a little light. I would prefer something with maybe a little bit more weight. Obviously, once it's fully loaded, it's going to be a little heavier, but these are definitely lighter than the GSG mags that I'm used to, obviously. I just maybe prefer a little bit more weight. And I have noticed that sometimes it's not as smooth going into the mag well, but then the GSG, there's plenty to get caught up on that. With a bit of tuning in there, a bit of fettling, you could get it really slick and really, really fast. But I am just sort of blown away with how comfortable this gun is. To me, if you feel good holding a gun, if you feel good just playing around in the hand, you're most likely going to shoot well with it. If you feel good with it, it's all in the head. Shooting really is like 90% in the head. if you feel good with the gun, which I certainly do, you're probably going to shoot well with it, and that's why I'm really excited to get down to the range. It doesn't have a safety, obviously, being that striker fire system, which I know could potentially cause issues in competition, but I don't see why this gun is going to have any problems competing with the likes of the GSG or the K22. So there we go, guys, just my first impression of the Walther PPQ. Again, bought in by Oceana Defence and available here at Blue Fieldsports. I'll put all the links in the description below for you to go and check out. Please do so. There's some really cool stuff, and I'm sure you're going to see a lot more cool stuff from here in the near future. Thank you very much, guys, and as always, hope to see you soon.